Now it's time to introduce the main characters using a text box. You can use words to introduce them to help, like starring or introducing or now appearing, presenting, anything you'd like, as long as you're including the names of those characters. The way to make your text box is on the Insert tab. So you go to the Insert tab here. You click and insert, find the text group and choose Draw a Text Box. Then you'll click and drag on your slide to draw that text box there. And in there you'll type the names or the name of the main characters. I'm going to say introducing Sarah and Jacob. Then you can triple click your mouse in the text box so that all of your text is highlighted, and you'll get this mini toolbar to change the text. You can change font, size, bold, underline, italics, etc. Color. Make your font the way you'd like it. If you happen to see a squiggly line underneath your character's name, don't worry about it. That's just because the computer doesn't have that in its dictionary. It will not show up when you start animating and you show your PowerPoint. Now you're going to use the drawing tools to make the text box look good. And choose effects that will kind of draw attention of the audience but are not too busy to make sure that your words are still easy to read. So to select your text box, double click on it. Oops, triple click. The drawing tools format contextual tab will show up on the ribbon. You'll look up here just like we had our table tools. We've got our drawing tools now since we have something that we've drawn, so we can add some more details to that. Find the Shape Styles group. And you'll see that it doesn't appear until I click on Format. So be sure that you click on Format and then you'll see Shape Styles down here. There are, of course, preset fills that you can choose for your text box. You can choose a shape color with the shape fill drop down. You can change the outline color, weight, dash, style, and you can also add an effect like your shadow, reflection, glow, just like you did with your image. Once you've selected how you'd like your text box to look, and remember we still have to be able to read your words, we're going to align your text box to the center of your slide. So if you click anywhere in your text box to be sure that it's selected, and on the Drawing Tools Format tab, you're going to find the Arrange group, which is right here. If you choose Align, Objects, see if I can find that. At the top one there. Choose to align it to the center. That will automatically be sure that that's in the center of your slide without you just kind of eyeing it up and looking as if it is. That will make it exact for you. So you should put that in the center of your slide. And you may find, like me, that you'll have to move your cover around then. I'll keep it there. Maybe just we'll do a rotation thing. And you might have to adjust it, make it a little smaller underneath here. My text box up there. also going to make my text box a little wider so all my words are in one line. You can choose the way you'd like yours to look. And once again, if I click on that in the format, I'm going to make sure that that's in the center. Now we're going to write a sentence about your book that will make people want to read the story. Remember, you worked on this on assignment number 2, so it should be on your paper already, an idea at least. Of course, you can change it, but if you're not sure what to say, look back and see what you might have written there. That'll at least help you get started. And you'll put the sentence into a shape. So once again, we're going to insert, so we're going to go to our Insert tab. We'll find the Illustrations group right here. And we'll select Shapes. And here are the different shapes to choose from the gallery. I'm going to pick a banner, I think. Just like with your text box, once you select it, you'll have to click and draw it, click and drag to make that appear onto your slide. With the shape selected like this, you'll start to type your sentence about the book. Just started typing right away, and my words are showing up there. For some reason yours don't, right click and choose Edit, but if your shape is selected, they should show up. Once again, now we can add some details to this. So if you'll double click your shape, and you'll see your Drawing Tools contextual tab shows up with Format. You'll find the Shape Styles group again over here and use the same commands to format this shape the way that you would like it. Let's see. Once again, being sure that you can still read the words that you have there. You can choose an effect as well. Once again, I can change the look of my words by triple clicking in here and getting that mini toolbar to show up. I do think I want to make my size a little bit bigger, and I may need to adjust my shape to include all those words, so I can do that as well. And I can move my shape where I'd like to, just like I did with my image in my text box. Last, now we need to add the name of the author, and we're going to use word art for the name of the author. This is where the text actually becomes one object in itself. So we can bend it, stretch it, rotate it the way we want it all together with that text. So the command for making word art is on the Insert tab. And we'll click Insert Word Art, which is over here in the text group. And then we'll have a gallery, and we can select a style from the gallery. And then once that's selected, type the name of your author. Or actually, I'm going to type written by. There we go, so that we identify her as the author. If you'd like to put it in 2 lines, you can click and hit enter, and it'll do that for you as well. To change your font size, you select all of the text and use the increase font size command that's on the mini toolbar that appears. You can increase the font size with that, and decrease it with that. I think I'll make my written by smaller. And leave Patricia's name bigger. Once again, on the Drawing Tools Format tab, when you have your word art selected, We have Word Art Styles group to choose from. Different ones from the gallery. And you can see yours will change if you have that highlighted. For some reason, only my first word is doing that. Let's see if I can fix that. There we go. You can fill your word art. You can choose an outline and color. And add your effects, just like you could with your other items. You know how to make text boxes, format the font, draw shapes, create word art. So, and you know how to relocate that on your slide and where you would like it to be. You also will need to go ahead and complete the slide by adding the producer name, which is your name, and the rating. Remember, you chose the number of stars to rate the book. So by the time the slide is finished, you will need to have your author written by a picture of your book cover. You'll need to have a background, main characters listed, a descriptive sentence listed, and then you'll, like I said, need to add what I don't have yet, your producer, which is your name, and the rating that you gave the book. Once you have that the way you'd like it, here's another tip if you would like to get really fancy with your word art. If you choose formatting, you can actually fill your word art with a picture, which is kind of an interesting thing as well. If you wanted to pick the book cover that you had, you could go back and choose that, and it would fill. I chose from my file. Actually fill my words. If I make it big, you can kind of see it better with the image from the book cover. So once again, as long as it's not interfering with being able to easily read your text, that would be an okay choice. So go ahead and complete your slide. When you're finished, you'll click on File and Save As. Be sure that you navigate to your computer. Mine looks different, I'm sorry about that. But you'll need to give it a name, the PowerPoint, find your flash drive location. If you have a folder, new folder, if you want to create a new folder and name it PowerPoint, give all your PowerPoints 2014. You can open that and save all of your PowerPoints in one place. And then you have finished your job for today.